I am very happy to be back and playing my TBR game for March. I enjoyed the Canada Read selections, that's why I didn't do it last month, but I'm happy to be back to it this month. I'm not going to explain the game because personally I hate it when people do that. You'll kind of get it as I'm playing along. Okay, so I'm going to roll the 4-sided dice to see which character I choose. I have Sam, Dean, and Cass to choose from. And 4, it's my choice. I love that. So I'm going to go with Dean because Dean's kind of like just whatever I want. Okay, so let's go. We're aiming for about 10 books here, and then the other game will eliminate some of those books. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a... Oh, hey, Yuns. Oh, are you going to help? No? So, for first card we got a prop, and that is the equalizer, so that is a random shelf number generator. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. I landed on the bitch jerk spot, and that means that I get to switch characters. So let's see. 2 is Sam. So Sam is books that are going to help me stick with my goal, because I think Sam is very goal oriented. And I'm going to pick up a character card because that's the red spot. And we got Jack, and so this is a book that continues a series that I'm currently reading. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get another character card, and that is Bobby. This is a book I've started but haven't finished. There are unfortunately a lot of those on the shelf. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a purple card, which is a creature card. And Alpha, this is the first book in a series. Okay. Keep going. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another creature. And this creature is a banshee, and this is a 5-star prediction. Okay. 1. I was wondering when all the high numbers were going to stop. That's another prop card, and we get the rabbit's foot, which is free choice. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Character card. And this character is Eileen. So I'll be reading a book from a disabled author. Another 1. We have purple. We have Leviathan, which is a book over 500 pages. I guess that's fitting for March of the Mammoths. I'm not intentionally participating, but if it happens, it happens. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Glad I missed the demon trap there. And we have a character card. That character is Amara. And Amara is a random nonfiction book. Okay. I don't know if we're going to get 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a creature. That creature is an angel, so a random number generator for fiction. I'm just going to count how many cards I have right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, oh, we're at 10 already. Okay, we're good. Don't have to worry. 1. Not that I had to worry anyways. This is another prop, and the prop is the anti-possession tattoo, so it is the prettiest cover on my shelf. And let's see if we can finish this. Yeah. Boom, boom. We are done. We finished with Sam. Okay, so I'm going to go select the books and show you what they are, and then we'll come back for part 2. So I've chosen the 10 or 11 books that the initial TBR game gave me. I'll just go through them now. So the first one was, they're not in the same order as I chose them. That's just, I don't feel like doing that. So for Jack, continuing the series, I picked up The Book of Life by Deborah Harkness. This is the third and final book in the Book of Souls. I describe this as Twilight for adults. A witch falls in love with a vampire. Yeah. It's quite decent. Like, it's not something I thought I would like, but I'm obviously on book 3. For Amara, a random nonfiction, I got Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner, and this is from the library. And for Leviathan, a book over 500 pages, I chose this translation of the Iliad by Emily Wilson, and it is, including the index, it's 700 and some odd pages, but the actual text is 610 pages. So the actual text is still over 500 pages. For the prettiest cover on my shelf, the anti-possession tattoo, I actually chose this. And it's not necessarily the cover, it's just the book itself, the spine especially. This is Sonnets and Poems by Shakespeare. It's just a really pretty old edition. I say old, but when's it? 1951. Yeah. So, just a nice book. For Angel, so a random number generator for fiction, I got this book at the library. This is Last Days by Brian Evanson, and this is about a person who, I'll just read the back. After being kidnapped by a dark sect with a shocking way of showing their closeness to God, ex-detective Klein is tasked with uncovering who murdered their leader. Will he uncover the truth in time to save himself, take on the mantle of prophet, or destroy all he sees in a reign of biblical violence? That sounded interesting. For Rabbit's Foot, for free choice, I went with The Whale Stole Letters by Mark Z. Danilewski. This is an addition to House of Leaves. So if you've read House of Leaves, one of the appendices that you get in there is some of the Whale Stole Letters, and this is the rest of the Whale Stole Letters. So I think in my House of Leaves in-depth journey, this is an important book to read. For Banshee, a 5-star prediction, I decided to go with, I'm going to spread these out a bit more. I decided to go with Thomas King's Sufferance, mostly because this is a new purchase, and I brought it because I think it will be 5 stars, and I love Thomas King. Everything I've read by him so far has been 5 stars. So yeah, this one is about a man who's able to like read patterns and make predictions. But he wants to hide from the world. But his former employees find him and they want him to do some predictions for them. Then for Eileen, for a disabled author, I chose Owls Do Cry. This would be a reread for me. This is one of my favorite books. Janet Frame herself had, well, we don't have I don't think there's an official diagnosis that we know of, but it's speculated that it was schizophrenia or some other kind of schizoaffective disorder. And this book is semi-autobiographical. We follow a family who tell the story of their sister who has schizophrenia. It is very beautifully told. One of my favorite books. Then for The Equalizer, so random shelf number generator, I got this book, Plastic Jesus by Eric Sandres. And this is about plasticity and suburbia go hand in hand. Sadly, if Jesus came in plastic, we may just find him more to our liking. It's kind of, I think, relevant to the current rise of Christian nationalism we see today. For Bobby, I had to read a book I started but haven't finished, and you'll have seen this book lots of times. I think it was on January's TBR too, that got eliminated. And this is book 3 in the Jerusalem series, Vernal's Inquest. I think I'm just going to skip the chapter that I'm stuck on. So this is a giant series. It's all one book, but it's divided into 3 for like being easier to hold. You'll see like it says it has 1,266 pages, but this isn't 1,266 pages. It starts on page 800. But it's about, it has nothing to do with Israel or Palestine. It's called Jerusalem as this idea of a holy city, and he is somewhere in England with a lot of like working class people. So yeah, and I keep getting stuck on chapter 3 because it's not told in regular English. It is, I don't know if you can read that. Hiharm Bitwo Aram Aris not tell. I'd maybe ditium, like, you have to sound it out really slowly, and it's just frustrating. So I'm just going to skip that chapter and go back to the regular English, and hopefully that chapter has no significance on the rest of the book. Then I got Alpha, which is the first book in a series, and I picked up Wife of the Gods by Kui Quarty. Come here, Yuna. Oh, this is my beautiful girl. This is, yeah. She doesn't want to be held. And this is the first book in the Darko Dawson mysteries. I got it used, so this isn't, someone else wrote that in there. But yeah, it's a mystery. A young woman, promising med student, has been found dead under suspicious circumstances. Takes place in Ghana. So those are my selections. Now let's get rid of some of them. So I'm on my demon trap. I have the cards already dispersed. This is going to eliminate some of these books. I'm thinking about 5. At least 5 of them are going to be eliminated. I may go up to 6 depending on what is left and what I think I can accomplish in March. So we have Sam because he's the guy I played with in the last game. And we're just gonna go. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no point in moving him, was there? And the card we got is Azazel. And he's one of our villains. So he is a random card eliminated. So what I'm going to do, I didn't think about how I was going to do this, is I have 11 books here. I'm going to roll the dice twice. In the first half, I'll take out one book, and then the second half, I'll take out another book, and then I'll ask Google to flip a coin that will decide that book. So this way, it will hopefully be random. 1 to 5, and then 1 to 6. Or 1 to 6, because 6 is the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh boy, it's Sufferance. Or... oh no. I really want to read the Iliad this month. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. This is going to be heads and this is tails. This was supposed to help me. I think I'm going to have executive decision over everything. But we'll see. Hey Google, flip a coin. Oh, this is heads, this is tails, because it says person, this says birds.
You landed on heads.
No. Okay. Well, for now, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Sufferance has made the list so far. Okay. This wasn't supposed to be something I didn't want to happen. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please be Lucifer. Please be Lucifer. No, we have Iron. Okay. Iron is a genre book. Has to be eliminated. So what... I have a mystery, a fantasy... of 2 mysteries. But I'm kind of in the mood for mysteries, so I'm going to get rid of the fantasy also because it's a chonker of a book as well, so that helps. So I'm getting rid of the Book of Life. That one I'm okay with getting rid of. Okay, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lucifer? No, this is Demon Dean. Oh, okay. I'm hyped for, but it's just not the right time for it. Yeah, okay. I am hyped for the Whale Soul Letters, but I think I'm going to save that for when I get closer to that section for my House of Leaves videos. So I think I'm gonna put those aside for now. That's hard. Okay. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Ruby. Okay. I know that's not Ruby, but I didn't have... Ruby wasn't included on the postcards. So this is a book that feels repetitive. Book that feels repetitive because Ruby's been played by like 2 different people, so it's like a repetition. I don't know. So I have 2 options here. I think I have like no. There's 2 detective novels on here. There's a reread, and there's a book that's been on my TBR multiple times. So those are all like kinds of repetitions. I think right now, with my current reading things, I'm going to get rid of a reread. So that's the repetitious book reading. So Owls Do Cry. It's one of my favorite books, but not for right now. So that's 4 books so far. 1. Exorcism. Okay, so this is a book I don't want to read because of the words. And this book... Jerusalem got pulled out last time because of the words. So it's too long, it's too complicated, or I don't like certain words on it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of sonnets, songs, and poems because I already have a book of poetry that I'm working through, and I thought this could replace it. But also, if I can manage to save the Iliad, that will be more poetry. So I'm gonna eliminate that one. I'm gonna go one more time in hopes that I can get Lucifer, so I can save the Iliad. Or what I'm gonna do, it's just a brand new rule I'm making up. I'm pinning it here, and if I land on this spot, it gets saved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It didn't land on the book, but I got Lucifer. Lucifer is like the wild card, because Lucifer can always, you never know whether he's gonna help you or hurt you. So this is going back on the stack. It's saved. It cannot now be eliminated. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. I'm gonna go for one more spin and get it down to 6 books here. 2. 1, 2. And I got Meg. And Meg is a book that's too similar to another book. So I'm going to read, I don't know, this one sounds more interesting to me. I think, no. I'm going to get rid of this book because I already have another mystery on there, so that book is similar to that one. So there it is. That's my final TBR is selected now. I am going to be reading Emily Wilson's translation of the Iliad. I have read the Iliad before, but, the old one. Old translation. I don't know who it was translated by. But this one is special because it's written by a woman who goes through and translates it directly, I think, from the Greek as opposed to from other translations, which have been affected by, like, you know, historical societal norms, if that makes sense. Then I got Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner, and this is about a woman whose mother dies. And she thinks a lot about, like, her Korean identity and stuff in relation to, like, her family and stuff. Sufferance, I already mentioned, is about a guy who can predict the future by looking at patterns, wants to get away from the world but is being dragged back into it. Plastic Jesus is about many of us have exchanged the challenge and vitality of Christ's plan for our lives with the ease of a plastic soul-numbing comfort first mentality. So that'll be interesting. And then I got, finally, I didn't take it off this time. I'm going to be working through Jerusalem, the last book in the series, and hopefully a nice palate cleanser. Wife of the Gods, a mystery. I call mysteries palate cleansers because they tend to be faster and easier to read. So that's it. That's my March TBR. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you'll be reading this month.